Yeah, YouTube family, the Maverick in the space one more time. Still with the best and most credible opinion. And for the opinion, be the best and most credible, it have a fear and fearless. And that is what it continues to be. Continue to do the right thing. Make me build up the numbers and of course, share the videos and drop a comment in the comment section. Shelly-Ann FRASER PRYCE, the undisputed GOAT of female sprinting. She has struggled to keep up with the pace of the youngsters in the business so far this season. All of we did happy when Shelly-Ann FRASER PRYCE met the team to go to Tokyo in what is now turning out to be our farewell tour basically. We all did happy and we know Shelly the competitor, we know Shelly the warrior. And I figure say, yo, Shelly, one more chance for Shelly make another podium. You know what she gonna do with medal and what she gonna do with accolade. She have to build a whole room for her house to put the medal there when she win already. And with that hope said she could have add to that tally there. Shelly run down the track. I think she run 4th in the Brussels Diamond League over the weekend or so. 11.17. Yeah, she run behind Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the hot sprinter now, as she win the race. 10.76. She run like a, we don't know, like she possessed this season. But we really just try to assess Shelly's chance of getting to the summit. You know, we are just look a little crevice or a little corner to see if Shelly can somehow do the unthinkable. Yeah, but it look rough for the goat. We don't like people. The pace where them girls are run. Melissa Jefferson is 24-year-old. And I know ageism, you know. But we have to accept the fact that Shelly at 38, going on 39. Melissa Jefferson them at 24. The Clayton twins them at 21. You know, she basically run against athletes which are significantly younger. And in a sport, in a professional sport, in a sport we have to do with athleticism and agility, you don't know, say, eventually, if you stick around long enough, like what Shelly do, because Shelly stick around in the sport until she's this age, why we're having this discussion, you know. If Shelly did walk away at 35 or 36, probably we wouldn't be having this discussion, you know. It's part of art. You remember when Usain Bolt walked away? And people are saying, yo, Bolt could have get one more push, one more cycle, one more run, walk away before he reached 35. People are saying, well, Bolt decides that he must step before these kind of discussions start happen. That we are holding against Shelly to keep going so long, you know. But you have to understand the context of these discussions. I mean, when some people go and like say these discussions should not take place or ought not to take place out of respect to Shelly-Ann FRASER PRYCE. No, when we talk honestly. And if you're going to talk about Shelly-Ann FRASER PRYCE, honestly, we have to mention the fact that she's 38 and she's racing against kids who are almost half her age. And at some point, when you push the envelope this far, you know, Father Time, I'm going to catch up with you. And we don't know the intricacies of her preparation or even her health if she's 100%. But we see her a couple times in the Diamond League, including the recent one a couple days ago. And she looked to be a little bit off the pace. Yeah? But hope we have said this at our own peril and that Shelly will come into Tokyo and, you know, find back that kind of fine Shelly-Ann FRASER PRYCE form and get to a 10-8 and then a 10-7 and then a 10-6 and become a factor at the end of the event. We hope that happen, you know. But we analyze it in honestly. And right now, I tell you, say, it's rough on the goat to what we are saying. First of all, this girl here, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, she look like the gold medal put on her weight on her. Not just in the 100, but it look like the sprint double put on her weight on her. We see our own American counterpart, Gabby Thomas, a drop words on her. Put out a tweet, say, boy, where any athlete we coach by any coach with drug suspicion should be banned and blah, blah, blah. Remember, say Melissa Jefferson flag Gabby Thomas. Left, right, and center, she barely make the American team figure run it. so she going with a whole party. She has stirred up the pot in the women's sprints right now. Melissa Jefferson. She out of class. She does a run at an elite level. It take all the space as Shakira Richardson, everybody that look for that progression, they know. She happens to be Shakira Richardson's training partner, you know. But it look rough on the goat, Shelly, though. Outside of even Melissa Jefferson, we are looking at the other competitors, even the Jamaicans. Shelly don't even look like she up to the pace there. Where our young sprinter them, the Tina Clayton them and the Tia Clayton them. And we don't see much of Sharika. We're not sure what's happening with Sharika. But you know, a friend up, main asset that, so we don't know if friend up conjure up something special for her. We don't see her much, especially around the 100 meters per the circuit. And when we saw her early in the season, she never look Sharika like either. Yeah? So we don't know what is the state of affairs with her. But right now, if you look on the female sprints right now, you talk about Melissa Jefferson Wooden. You talk about Jillian Alfred. Yeah, and then you talk about somebody for breakthrough from the youngsters like one of the Clayton them or even the same Shakari if you come through them. But, you know, we are struggle to find a spot on the medal podium for the GOAT. This doesn't nothing to our legacy still. Absolutely nothing at all. Because what is happening with Shelly now in this, as we call it again, me going to call it again, our farewell tour, I don't think this is going to affect our legacy in any way. Whatever she would be able to get out of the sport at this stage of her career, it will be called a bonus. Shelly do what she do already. GOAT, that seal up. Somebody have to go build a legacy superior to this. If you come compete with Shelly and FRASER PRYCE, you know. And that the legacy not start build yet. For sure, the amount you have to go overcome to become greater than Shelly and FRASER PRYCE is a legacy we probably would have to start build already. And we don't see the legacy they are build yet. It's just that we that say, they're really kind of excited when she qualify for the team. And I hope, say, you know, with optimism, say she could have squeezed in, knowing the competitor that she is, she could have squeezed in and try get on the podium. It don't look so pretty. And then now, the uncertainty with Shericka Jackson. We're not quite sure what's happening with Shericka. If she, you know, if she recovered fully from that injury that plagued her from the Olympics last year. You know, we don't know how healthy she is. Remember, so these athletes run them thing under secrecy, you know. They don't tell people how them stay physically, mentally. They don't talk, you know. They just come around and tell the camera thing and then we have to guess and spell the other thing. You understand me? So them dealing the thing, you know. For whatever reason, you know, me else that talk about it. Me can't understand why them athletes are so secretive. Especially about things that are unavoidable. Because how them operate, you know, Shelly could well be nursing some discomfort, you know. Based on how she run and, you know, the time them when she put on and, you know, the placings them when she get. She could well be suffering some discomfort, you know. But them not going to tell me. As to Ilian Thompson era, she rewrite the chapter of the book about secrecy and mystery. Eh? So nobody make me go around this, so make me just stop it right at the GOAT. Big up the GOAT same way. Me see her in an interview and say, you know, she not really too busy with what people say about her and Ray and you know, she, which is right, Shelly and FRASER PRYCE. But you know the people we talk. We have to talk as our occupation this. See? And when my mother name me oral, what do they expect me to do? Now I have to talk for a living, man. Eh? I mean, no, I'm not being unfair to the GOAT. I've never been unfair to Shelly and FRASER PRYCE. Never been. Boom. Boom, it is what it is. Time waits on no man. Boom. Boom. How much Maverick? How many Mavericks?